We have gone a long way in understanding, interpreting, and applying the concept of curriculum development. Now, we will continue to understand the curriculum can be evaluated right in the teacher's classroom, finding out if the planned, written, implemented curriculum are functioning as intended in the assessment of learning is very crucial. Let us find out in this lesson that assessment of learning is an evaluation process that tells whether the intended learning outcomes through teaching learning process have been converted into. Before we start for our discussion, let me read first the content focus. It is defined in outcome-based education as a product of what or have been intended in the beginning of the learning process. Now, let us further discuss the content focus of this lesson, the Philippine Qualification Framework. What is Philippine Qualification Framework? A reference system of national standards of what qualification one has to earn by education and training in the Philippines. Let us define first what is qualification. Qualification refers to the formal certification that a person has successfully achieved specific learning outcomes relevant to the identified academic, industry, or community requirements. So, sinasaklaw nito ang mga aktibidad sa trabaho upang ang isang tao ay magampanan ang isang particular na tungkulin sa isang trabaho. Or shall we say, it is an accomplishment that makes someone eligible for a particular job. According to Republic Act No. 10968, Series of 2018, a person is deemed qualified if he or she achieved the specific learning outcomes necessary for the academic, work, community, and community requirements, for which an official qualification recognition shall be conferred. Ang isang tao ay itinuturing na kwalipikado kung nakamit niya ang specific learning outcomes na kinakailangan para sa gawaing pang-academic, trabaho, o komunidad. Kung gayon, qualified na ang isang tao na ipagkaloob na sa kanya ang opisyal na pagkilala. So ano nga ba ang specific learning outcomes na tinutukoy dito? Now, let's take a look in the Philippine Qualification Framework. The diagram shows the level of basic education to the higher education in the Philippine educational system. As you can see the slides, the levels are divided from level 1 to level 8. The basic education are the K-12 or the senior high graduates. The technical education and skills development is from NC1, NC2, NC3, and diploma. And the higher education includes baccalaureate, post-baccalaureate, and doctoral and postdoctoral. From grade 12, it's either they can go up to diploma level, which is level 5, or if they want higher education, they can go through level 6 to level 8. In all levels, the individual is expected to achieve specific standards and competencies as evidenced in the learning outcomes. The competencies are clustered into 3 domains. The first one is knowledge, skills, and values. The second one is the application, and lastly, the third one is the degree of independence and responsibility.
In this juncture, we'll talk about the ASEAN Qualification Reference Framework, or AQRF. So what is AQRF? So it is a common reference that enables comparison of education qualifications across participating ASEAN member states, or AMS. So what are the participating ASEAN nations? So it is Malaysians, Indonesians, Brunei, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam. So the main objective of AQRF includes support recognition of qualifications, encourage the development of qualification frameworks that facilitates lifelong learning. So it encourages the development of national approach to validating learning gained outside formal education, promote and encourage educational and learner mobility, support worker mobility, improves understanding of qualification system, and it promotes higher quality qualification system. So basically, so it deals with the competence of the workers of the said nations. Thank you.
So, let's proceed to three domains of level of competency. So, first is knowledge, skills, and values. Second, application. Third is responsibility, degree of independence. Next is the level 1, grade 11 competency. So, we have here a table. So, for first, level 1, the competency. So, here, the abilities that students are expected to acquire and demonstrate upon completion. So, paghuman, ani nga competencies or level, makapossess of foundational knowledge across learning areas with core competencies in communication, scientific, critical, and creative thinking and use of technology. And students also have an understanding of right and wrong, one's history and cultural heritage, and deep respect for self, others, and their culture and environment. For the knowledge, skills, and values for level 1. For the application for level 1s, the students are able to apply foundational knowledge, skills, and values in academic and real-life situation. Through sound reasoning, informed decision making, and the judicious use of resources. For degree of independence, apply skills in limited situation with close supervision. So, kailangan pa siyang supervision. Pero, maka-apply na siyang skills in limited situation. For the level 2, in knowledge, skills, and values, they can possess functional knowledge across range of learning areas and technical skills in chosen career tracks and advanced competencies in communication, scientific and critical and creative thinking and use of technology. They can also have an understanding of right and wrong, one history and cultural heritage, and deep respect for self, others, and their culture and the environment. So, what is the difference between foundational and functional? So, foundational underlying principles or fundamental elements, while functional aspect focus on the practical application and operational effectiveness of a concept or system. So, ang foundationals, multiple purposes siya, broad siya. While functional, specific purpose or single purpose. So, muna siya. Then, sa level 2, advanced competency na siya. So, dili na siya core competency with advanced competencies na siya. So, sa application for level 2 grade 12 competency, apply functional knowledge, technical skills, and values in academic and real-life situation through sound reasoning, informed decision-making, and the judicious use of resources. Next is, for degree of independence, apply skills in varied situation with minimal supervision. So, dili na kayo siya i-supervise, di ba? So, pwede na siya minimal supervision na. Pero, maka-apply siya skills in varied situation, okay? For the next is, the domains for the next slide is the baccalaureate degree, competencies PQF 6. So, these competencies, abilities that students are expected to acquire and demonstrate upon completion of this baccalaureate degree competencies PQF 6. So, for knowledge, skills, and values, broad and coherent knowledge in the field of discipline. So, na sila'y broad and coherent knowledge. And sa application, apply in professional work. So, unsayang natutunan, maka-apply na siya og professional work niya. Degree of independence, independent or in teams. So, maka-work alone siya or in teams siya. So, next is Master Degree Competencies PQF 7. So, knowledge, skills, and values, maka-broad, deep, specific knowledge in the field of discipline. So, nana siya broad, deep pa jud iyang understanding. Sa application, apply in professional work and research. Maka-apply na siya mga professional work and research. Diba? Dili lang siya maka-apply sa professional work lang. Pero, maka-apply siya sa research pod. So, degree of independence, independent na siya. She can work alone. Mana siyang mean. So, for the abilities na po niya, ma-acquire niya sa doctorate degree, competencies PQF 8, sa knowledge, skills, and values. So, the students or the persons generate new knowledge, skills with established values in the discipline. So, maka-generate na siya new knowledge. So, maka-acquire na siya ng mga new knowledge and ideas and skills. And for application, the students or the persons apply in professional work and research as a leader or initiator. So, diri sa master's degree, makakuan siya research diri, research siya as a leader or initiator. So, siya na ang leader and as initiator. So, mas dako na siya. O competencies or the ability. Na siya yung mga ability nga dako pa sa master's degree. Next is the degree of independence. Highly independent na siya, leads and initiates. So, ang doctorate degree talaga is very highly independent na siya nga part. Okay, that's all.
Once again, good day everyone. My name is Marindi Bagyo and I'm going to tackle about the levels of learning outcomes. The first level is the knowledge, the second level is the process, the third level is the understanding, and the fourth level is the product or performance. Levels of learning. First, we're going to tackle about the description of learning outcomes and also the guided question for the teachers that they wanted to know or do for their students. The first level is the knowledge. There are 4 types of the knowledge. The first is the factual knowledge, the second is the conceptual knowledge, and the third is the procedural knowledge, and the last one is the metacognition knowledge. We're talking about the factual knowledge. This is about the ideas, specific data, or information. The second one is the conceptual knowledge. It is the words or ideas known by common name, common feature, multiple specific examples which may be concrete or abstract. The third one is procedural knowledge. In the word procedure, it is how things work step by step, actions, methods of inquiry. And the last one is the metacognitive knowledge. This knowledge of cognition in general, awareness of knowledge, of one's own cognition, or thinking about thinking. The level 2 is the process. This time is what do you want for your students to do with what they know. Process is the skills that the students use based on facts and information for making meaning and understanding. The third level is the understanding. This time also is what do you want for your students to understand on your topic or on your lesson. This is about the big ideas or concepts. The fourth level is the product or performance. You can tell to your students that they can place in a portfolio all the evidences to show your learning outcomes, as well as they can create a one-act play showing the principles in dramatization, like role playing. And also, they can present a research report on conservation of indigenous plants. We're also talking about the assessment tools. In knowledge, we can use the traditional tools like paper and pencil tests, like multiple choice, true or false, matching type, constructed response, or test like reflections. Also, in process skills, we can transform a textual presentation in a diagram like outline, organize, analyze, interpret, translate, convert, or express information. Like also we can use a flow chart, construct graphs, also graphic organizer, and draw analogies. Understanding faces all of understandings of the students like self-knowledge, empathy, perspective, explanation, or interpretation. In products and performance, it can be authentic product or performance task that a student is expected to do, like to demonstrate his or her understandings, like self-understanding, monitoring, self-assessment, and permit choices or combinations of oral, written, visual, kinesthetic modes. That's all, and thank you.